All right. Good morning. Good morning. Hope you're having a good morning. Lynn and I had a nice little walk, and I got a new coffee cup here. So let me take a sip of this. This is one of those insulated ones. I started enjoying having my beverage temperature staying the same for a longer period of time, not changing. I actually can drink almost anything, any uh, temperature level. But, you know, they're convenient. They don't splash. I don't make a mess if uh, just in general, they just seem convenient to me. So I'm trying it out. Hope you're having a good day. Well, I was going to talk about AI today and give you some of my experiences. I had a couple of really good interactions with my artificial intelligence at work. So thought I would expand on those. Uh, Tomorrow I'm going to talk about some discussions that and reviews that I listened to and read about AI, and talk about those tomorrow. So today, the t- two things came up, and the two were extremely uh, useful. Well, the first one is the uh, one of my coworkers created a class, and that class uh, takes in API JSON package that's coming in, and before it gets to the code, it does a quick check to see if it's valid, and if it's not valid, it uh, writes it out to the log. So what was happening is we were having uh, this is for an internal API. The data that was coming from an external source was not valid, but we weren't logging it. So because it failed before it got to our code, and there was nothing in detail in the internet service to explain exactly what it was that caused the problem. So we added some middleware to improve our diagnostics. However, the middleware caused another problem. It's an access problem. So it died. Uh, the AI identified the problem with the code and gave me a solution. It was very nice. I will say I used Bard and ChatGPT. Bard didn't give me a very good solution. ChatGPT did. I'm finding right now that when it comes to code, my ChatGPT interactions have been spot on and much better than um, the other sources. Also, when I'm doing technical writing and technical inter uh, correspondence, the ChatGPT has been very helpful. Language, however, Bard has been a little bit better, and Bing has made itself very user friendly for their interface. And so all three of them I use on a regular basis because they fit different needs for me. It's interesting. No one is dominating, it appears. So I made the change and it worked. And my boss, well, not my boss, my lead said, AI? And I said, yeah, AI, of course. And he's like, I gotta get going on that. He's been a little reluctant, but now he's really interested. The other thing that happened was I was trying to do an XSLT to C sharp conversion. Now, the AI not only helped me with a substitute property, but didn't went into detail about the ramifications of uh, uh, switching between those two software things when it came to detailed character types in the code, or passed through the code, I should say, and how they get handled. And I was like, oh wow, that's very well. I can explain some of the drawbacks to my plans, and it was very helpful. I'm in the process of trying to work out how we can move from uh, a large business related code to something that is more testable and uh, definable. So we're going to see. It's going to be interesting. Uh, Other than that, those were the big things. Oh, no, no, no. I had it write me a letter, and it's one of those letters. I had to write it to text tag because they've been trying to make me pay for a car that I sold a year and a half ago. And th I've sent them stuff and they have never responded. So they sent me another bill saying you're past due. So I paid the bill. It was $54. So I went ahead and paid it. But I had the chat GPT produce a letter for me that, and I would have had Bart do this because Bart's pretty good at it. But the I had previously started discussions with the chat GPT about my issues with text tag. So it was one of those things where I could use that conversation without having to redo some entry work. And I had it write a letter uh, saying, if I understand you got billing, you need to close it out. However, this should have never been billed to me. When you accept this check, you accept the responsibility of closing this account, no longer charge me. It was like, it looked like something a lawyer would make. And, I think it'll stand up in court. So I sent them the check, but I had that letter in there, so I felt much better about that. So there you go. Wonderful interactions with my chat GPT. Like I said, tomorrow I'm going to talk about some conversations that I've read and listened to and stuff like that, and catch you up on my view of everything. I did want to say that uh, I personally am still very happy with what I'm seeing from ChatGPT and Bing and Bard. All of it's been pretty good. I'll talk to you later.